This video is sponsored by Taurus. More about them and their products later on in the video. For now, let's get started. Every year I go out, I get the new iPhone, and I try and figure out what it is about the new iPhone that people might appreciate if they wanted to get a new iPhone and weren't sure if they should get this one. So this year I decided to do my top 5 reasons that you should get the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is what I have. To me, the most important thing about the iPhone 16 Pro Max is that it's a better creative tool, but I'll leave that for later. The number one reason that I'm going to give you to consider the iPhone 16 Pro or Pro Max this year is that both screens are bigger, just by a couple of millimeters, but this is the first time in a long time that Apple has made the screen bigger. And again, because Apple has also made this a better creative tool, and I don't think that you have to be a creator of, like, you could be a normal person who wants to create things, but because this is a better creative tool, I think that the bigger screen does help out. It's a nice screen. It has, all of the bells and whistles, the 120 hertz, the Pro Motion display, all the stuff that you could possibly want. It's the best. It's probably the best screen that I've seen on a smartphone. Suffice it to say, it's a little bit bigger. Apple's screens are always really nice, and so a bigger nice screen is a good reason to get a phone. Taurus has created a complete ecosystem to keep you powered, productive, and protected all day long. First up, the Taurus O-stand case, the original O-shaped stand case. This is more than just a case. It's a tool that empowers you to do more with your iPhone. The O-stand case provides a phone holder, a magnetic ring, as well as a finger ring and a protective case, all in one. Use the built-in stand as a secure grip or for hands-free camera control on your iPhone 16 Pro Max, perfect for capturing every moment. Next, meet the Glasgow X screen protector. Its 2-step snap and pull application gives your iPhone 12 feet of military-grade drop protection with a sleek and narrow border. And it's tough, scratch-resistant, and offering full coverage of the screen while maintaining perfect touch sensitivity at just 0.71 millimeters thick. There's a new button, the camera control button, which of course controls the camera. You can set it to do other things, and within the camera you can set it to do other things. There's a light press that'll give you access to some settings there, and then of course like a full press takes a picture or starts video. And I've heard mixed feelings on this from people, but to me, an extra button that works the camera is so much better than having to get good at holding the phone and being able to touch the play button or use a volume button or something like that. It surprises me that it's taken this long for them to get to the point where they put a camera shutter button on here. The iPhone has become such a good camera for video, and what it can do is so intense that having a built-in button makes sense. Now, it's a big button, and I have found that I touch it a little too much, and sometimes when I will activate it by touching it when I don't mean to. So maybe there's some way to, I don't know. I'll just learn to hold it the right way. Right now, in the words of Steve Jobs, I'm holding it wrong, and I need to do better. The third reason that I'm excited for the iPhone is Apple Intelligence. And I know that people are upset. I know that people are upset that Apple launched this phone without Apple Intelligence. There is going to be some features of Apple Intelligence coming out next month in October, but the majority of stuff is going to now be rolled out in 2025, which is only a couple of months away. But still, people feel like, well, this phone is all about Apple Intelligence, and we don't have any Apple Intelligence. I downloaded the beta software, and I've been using it, and the features that are there now are pretty good. The contextual discussions with SIRI are good because you get in there and you're able to have more of you don't have to sort of think about how to say what you want to say as much, and that's a good thing. And I don't expect that to get better. And then there's going to be AI that's going to get into writing tools, which I think will be good for some people. I don't think that people need to rely on it as much. If you have a Grammarly subscription, you can probably get rid of that. Eventually, we will just be able to talk to our phone, and our phone will do the thing that we want it to do. Maybe even our phone will become our companion in more than just the thing that we carry around with us, if that makes any sense. But I think there's tons of potential for Apple Intelligence. And I think that just like Gemini for Google and all that, that it's probably the sneaky most impactful feature that we're going to see on smartphones in the near future. The fourth feature that I'm excited for with the iPhone this year is the camera. Not because it does anything new or different. It just does all those things better. And I'll tell you why I'm excited about that toward the end of the video. But every year, the iPhone camera has become more and more of a tool that will replace stuff that already exists that you have to spend extra money on. I think that there's the opportunity for a democratization of access to technology of a high quality that goes even further toward making it available to everyone than it did before. It might start with the Pro models and move down, but these cameras really are quite special. And so I'm excited about that. And the fifth thing that I'm excited about, because this is what I've always wanted, is the microphones. I know that's fifth and the biggest thing that I could think of, microphones. But right now I'm speaking to you through the microphones of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I'm recording this on the front-facing camera of the iPhone 16 Pro Max as well. The front camera has notoriously been terrible for doing anything but taking selfies, but I found in the limited time that I've had the phone that it gives me the opportunity, even though I'm not using the best cameras on the phone, to make really high-quality video. And that opens up a lot of opportunities for me to move away from this desk and move out into doing more things in an easier way than having a whole camera, etc., etc. I did a video on a whole camera rig for my iPhone 15 Pro Max that was very, very cool. But now I can record high quality video, and I just have this thing attached to it. And so I'm recording high quality video that I'll be able to ingest into my computer or my iPad and start editing right away. And again, the friction of going from creating something to fine tuning it to releasing it is now at such a level that the tools are the tools that we carry with us, and there's not any kind of real sacrifice. I can now record an entire record with my iPhone, I'm sure. I feel like the barrier between creative tool and all-around communication device / internet access point / whatever you want your phone to be, game playing device. I think that for the first time in a long time, the creative thing has raised up to a level where, just like digital recording did in the early 2000s for analog recording, where it just democratized recording for everyone. Now, having an iPhone democratizes the ability to create a piece of whatever it is that you want to create and do it with less friction and with less of a barrier to entry than we've ever seen. So should you go buy the iPhone 16 Pro or Pro Max, it's the best iPhone ever made, as Apple would say. But truly, honestly, it is the best iPhone ever made. And if they continue on this track, then I don't know what the future could possibly hold, but I'm going to be able to sell a lot of gear. That much is for sure. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks to Taurus for sponsoring this video and allowing me to continue to do this. Thank you to everyone watching out there for continuing to watch and allowing me to do this. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff on the iPhone and its creative potential. But until the next time, I'm out.